Last week brought about a historic event when Israel signed diplomatic accords with both the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain. The Jerusalem Post ran a headline that biblical scenes are playing out before our eyes. The event is something that was previously thought to be impossible in the complex politics of the Middle East. However, it is no surprise to Bible students, as once again world events substantiate the accuracy of Bible prophecy. This was not the only headline that associated this event with Bible teaching. Even more remarkably, the Daily Express ran an article that reported how that some Bible experts considered that this event was a sign that preceded the return of Jesus. It is unusual for newspapers to report such information, but it does show that this event has a Bible background. So what does the Bible actually say? A picture of future conflict in the Middle East was revealed to the prophet Ezekiel. In the 38th chapter of his prophecy, a prophecy that was written over 2,500 years ago, he predicts a coming conflict in the area around Israel between two groups of nations. One group includes Rosh, Meshech, and Tubal, who are joined by others, including Persia. They are opposed by another group, which includes Sheba and Dedan and Tarshish, and the young lions thereof. Although these are ancient names, the land concerned can be identified today. It is amazing that when we investigate these ancient names, the two groups correspond precisely with those groups of nations that are in opposition in the Middle East today. On the one hand, we have Magog, Rosh, Meshech, Tubal, and Gomer. As can be seen on the map, the group includes the Russian states, Togarmah and Persia, and modern-day Turkey and Iran. Over the last few years, these countries have quickly developed ties that include military support. Russian arms are supplied to Turkey and Iran, and Russia has a military presence in Syria. There is evidence to identify Tarshish and its young lions with the UK and the English-speaking nations, including the US. But look at Sheba and Dedan. These nations can be correctly identified with the nations in the Arabian Peninsula, which include the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain. The accord being signed is between the Emirates, Bahrain, and Israel, bringing them closer together and close to the US, who have brokered the deal. But see what the deal is called. It is called the Abraham Accord, reflecting the fact that both Jews and Arabs descend from one man, Abraham, who was the father of both peoples. The Sheba and Dedan of Ezekiel's prophecy can be shown by the Bible to be descendants of Abraham and to include modern-day Bahrain and the Emirates. Political commentators have been quick to point out that one of the reasons that the Abraham Accords have taken place has been the mutual opposition to Iran, the Persia of Ezekiel's day. A Russian-backed Iran is totally opposed to the US, and its rulers are on record as vowing to completely destroy Israel. One of the reasons why this accord has taken place is the possibility of war in the Middle East with Israel at the center. This is exactly what Ezekiel foretold, together with accurately predicting the groupings of the nations involved. This prophecy is working out before our very eyes. Ezekiel not only predicted a major conflict, but he saw the solution to that conflict. He saw a time when God would intervene in world affairs and bring about world peace. The Bible clearly shows that God will intervene in world affairs by sending his son Jesus back to the earth to set up his kingdom and bring world peace. Bible students are encouraged by the hope that this gives and look upwards for the heavenly intervention of Jesus. This is a personal hope, as it includes sharing the time of peace that will come. Events are moving fast and in direct fulfillment of what God has revealed in His Word. Learn more about what the Bible has to say by clicking on the link in the Facebook post and read a booklet that tells you more, entitled The Middle Eastern Bible Prophecy. It is entirely without obligation, and no one will contact you if you do not request it. Thank you for listening.